Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, alongside Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony. And we've got David Aldridge, our Hall of Famer, patrolling the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Brown. James is out there with Korkmaz, and it's Papagiannis in at the 5 spot. James covering, and there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball. And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's Calathes. Front past the arc. Another shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
Off target with his 3. We're about 1 minute into the first. Lets it go with the 3. The shot, no good. Satoransky looking around. Takes it inside. Pass to Hernangomez. There's Parker with the 3. Kept alive. Out left to the wing. Satoransky finds Parker. Here's Medu. Lock at 6. The tray. Parker's shot is off.
Yeah, they might want to think about a high percentage look the next time down the floor.
Brown outside. Pass to Calathes. 3-pointer. That one misses. 3 shots all come up empty. Medu passes to Parker. Now Satoransky. Here's Medu. And he goes in for the dunk.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
He's covered by Brown. Parker outside. From outside the arc. Parker with another miss. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Now James lets it go from deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
To the inside. Papagiannis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Papagiannis has got his second bucket tonight.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's the screen. Craps in the tray.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's Calathes. No scoring in this one. To the middle. It's stolen by Hernangomez. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And it's all evened up.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
54 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And he drives in. Calathes, no luck.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Executing to perfection right now offensively.
I mean, in total sync. Good luck trying to stop him now. And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Here's Korkmaz. 30 seconds left here in the first quarter. Will it go? Satoransky grabs the miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Medu can't hit.
Oh, you got to finish at the rim right there. You hate seeing those opportunities go to waste.
Galathis kicks to Korkmaz. Puts up a three. No good on that one. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Up by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
I mean, the rebounding was the difference in that first period. You've got to block these guys out.
Hey, look, it's simple. More rebounds means more possessions, and that's clearly been their priority.
We've got Parker. Medu is out there with Hernan Gomez, and it's Satoransky in at the point. Diallo out there at Corniche, and it's Moniunas in at the 5.
The defense does just enough to alter that shot.
Pass to Diallo. Here's Akobo. Trains the three-pointer. Akobo's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
To the paint, here's Hernan Gomez. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Here's Diallo. That 3 off the mark. Parker against Diallo. Fires from 18. And the basket good. A bank shot that time.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Satoransky covering. It's tipped. And here we go. And the 3-ball is good. He's got 8.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Okobo looking over the floor. Six to shoot. There's a screen by Moniunas. And just miss after miss right now.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Poke loose. Now, here's Vesely. He's guarded by Diallo. Anderson's shot is off. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. They set the pick. And it's blocked. Pass to Vesely. Anderson the screen.
Away team foul. Moniunas. First personal foul. First team foul.
Inside. Moniunas with the steal.
Well, that's why it's so important to seal off those passing lanes inside. Make them earn points in the paint. That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
They get it again. Fall. And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. Fall's got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, secures the ball off the glass. Does a nice job going right back up.
.158 left to play in the first half. Here's Akobo. The layup off target. Here's Laprovitola. It's good from the top of the key.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean look.
Fires from deep. Rebound by Vesely.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Fong misses from close range. 1:11 left to play here in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Here's Laprovitola to the left side wing. He takes it in. There's 39 seconds left in the first half. The rebound by Akobo. Laprovitola's gone 1 of 3 on the night. There's a screen by Motiejunas. And it's blocked. And there's the drive. And they pick up 2.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them ease off on that long-range affair. And frankly, that's probably a good idea.
And here's Diallo. There's the 3. Goes back up. That's tipped. And so we conclude the first half. Up by 7. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
17.
Hey, folks.
Offensively, they can post you, drive it, run cutters. They're living large in that painted area.
And the deep. All right, let's turn now to take. And that'll do it for.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've got Hernan Gomez. Parker out there with Medu. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. Calathes kicks to Papagiannis. And the 3 off target.
And they have built their advantage on the scoreboard here by doing all the little things.
They've got James on out there with Korkmaz. And it's Papagiannis in at center. Here's Calathes. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Papagiannis. From the arc. Rebound by Parker. Here's Hernan Gomez. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throw. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the officials.
The play is under video review under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
To the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And with that miss, they're just 1 for 4 to start the third quarter.
Round the pass to Papagiannis. Here's Korkmaz. Buries it from three-point range.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
And he uses the glass on the layup. 13 points in the game.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Calathes. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
That one goes in.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Fires the three. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got 4 rebounds in this game. Releases. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way.
Well, what a quarter he's had. You can tell he's in the flow. They should be looking for him every possession.
Here's James. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the NBA has split its draft into 2 days. The league's executive VP and head of operations, Joe Dumars, says rosters have expanded and you're seeing a larger influx in talent, a lot of times in the second round. This format will do justice to those slept-on players. Kevin?
Well, good stuff, DA. Some Hall of Famers from that second round, for sure.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Satoransky to the paint. Parker against James. To the inside. A nice shot by Medu. Medu's got 4 points this quarter.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Brown sets a screen for James. Pass to Calathis. It's tipped. And the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Great energy.
And the coach's challenge has been triggered here. Coach wants a review of the out-of-bounds violation.
The play will be reviewed. The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Action around the sideline. This is something you can get a much better perspective of on replay than real game speed.
We've got the benefit of new camera angles. Much easier to see exactly what's going on, especially with the fidelity and angles that we've got access to now. So we just got word from the NBA Replay Center via the official courtside administrator. And the original call will stand for the out-of-bounds violation.
You know, and some people might argue, hey, we're stopping the game, but this uses up a timeout, so that's technically already a break that could happen, regardless of the call staying the same.
James looking around. And 1:01 left to play here in the third. Pass to Papagiannis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist. Papagiannis has got 7 points in the game.
Just look at what a sniper he is from long range. He's got such an unusual skill for a big fella.
First personal foul, second team foul.
And that one falls for Parker.
Parker taking 2 shots.
He doesn't get the second one. There's 42 seconds left to play in the third. Calathis passes to James. Beyond the arc. Herman Gomez grabs the miss.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Here's Korkmaz. They get it back. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal foul, first team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Papagiannis.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 23 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Satoransky for the 3. That shot no good. Here's Cornish. Satoransky covering. Here's Akobo. And the lead is down inside single digits. Akobo's got his second bucket of the night.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
And we've reached the end of the third. They lead by 9. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Yeah, well, he looked like a pass-first point guard on this assist. Incredible instinct to feel the play develop and set up the score.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Anderson. And it's Ldlc in at the one spot.
Full team foul. Ldlc. First personal foul. First team foul.
So it's the visitors now. And it's Kobo missing. Diallo against Anderson. Pass to Fall. Here's Ldlc. Drives to the hoop. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, you wish you found these buckets every possession. Right under the hoop with little to no resistance.
Here's Kobo. Launches it. The shot misses.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
The three ball buries the long-range jumper.
The defense gave him a little space, and he took advantage.
Corniche, the pass to Kobo. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The shot's good from Ldlc.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Full team foul. Anderson. First personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Papagiannis. Pass to Kobo. Oh, good with the triple. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Anderson right side. Here's Ldlc. And it's off from three-point range. Stolen by Anderson. Tipped away. To the middle. Here's Corniche. Papagiannis passes to Kobo. For three. Rebound by Vesely.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Pass to Fall. Anderson kicks to Vesely. Here's Ldlc. Shot clock at 6. The three-pointer no good. Ldlc's gone 3 for 8 tonight from the field. We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Corniche, the pass to Papagiannis. Comes up empty down low.
Well, when you get that kind of look inside, you have to capitalize.
It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Diallo. Here's Ldlc. Misses the three.
Yeah, there's no reason for the defense to get out on him right now. Just let him keep taking that shot until he shows them he's going to knock it down.
Kobo offline with his three.
Just too many missed threes for him tonight. He must be sharper here down the stretch.
Here's Ldlc, and he banks in the layup. Ldlc's got 6 here in this quarter.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes. Well, that's a shot you don't mind him taking. Gets a good look and trusts his shot to knock down the three.
They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Away team foul. Kobo. First personal foul. First team foul.
Launches a three. It's hauled in by Diallo.
Yeah, really unlike him to have this kind of game from three.
A Kobo. That's good.
On the heels of this run, you wonder where was this effort earlier on.
Yeah, it's so frustrating as a coach when it takes your team this long to get into a rhythm. That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead it to the score.
Stolen by Vesely. There's 39 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that one is off. Here's a Kobo. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Anderson outside. Pass to Vesely. Stolen away. Here's Diallo. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. A confident win and one where they clearly show.
Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports and another exciting edition of NBA Ball. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Nice dish, and the layup goes down.
And that was a case of great anticipation skills on defense, sparking the transition game.
And that's exactly how you get yourself into transition. The gamble pays off.
Here's DeColo with the drive to the middle. That's tipped. Here's Saturansky. And he throws it down with one hand.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Here we go. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
That's just perfect execution. Nice job hustling, and as a result, he gets rewarded with the bucket.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Here's Laverne. No good off the glass.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. It's hauled in by Schofield. Here's DeColo. Here's the three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Schofield. Pass to Aginsa. Shot to stop the run. Oh, a rim-rattling two-handed jam.
And that ends their drought. You could feel the frustration building with each miss.
And you've got to be able to show some resiliency, right? Keep pounding away, and it finally falls for you.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
And I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Fast break, here we go. Here's DeColo to the paint. Inside. And they're pushing it up. Pass to Maladon. Over to the left wing. To the left wing. Here's Schofield. No good from the wing. Takes the three. Knocks it down from distance. He's got 7.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Full team foul. Jamezi Metu. First personal foul. First team foul.
1:27 left to play in the first. Takes it inside and is blocked.
And so far, they haven't attacked the paint all that much.
Shot's good by Saturansky.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
The visitors with the ball. They trail by 9. Here's Laverne. Back to Maladon. The 3 ball. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. On the break. There's a screen by Metu. Fires top of the key. And that one is stuffed right through.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end, it feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Here's DeColo. Pass to Schofield to stop the run. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now. 3 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Parker outside. Three-pointer. And no good. Here's DeColo. Lets the three fly. Hits the three-pointer. DeColo's got his second bucket on the night. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. And that does it for the first quarter. Up 8. Don't go away. We'll be back with the second quarter in just a moment. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, they've used the fast break well to score easy points and keep the defense unsettled.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's gonna make you pay.
We've got Jackson, and it's Black in at the 5. And there's the screen. Pass to Fall. Here's Vesely. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by Black.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Here's Harrison. Back to Lee. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Where was the defense? No fighting through the pick, no rotation. My goodness.
We've got Jackson, and it's Lee in at the 1. From deep three-point range. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. The second effort, pass to Fall. Anderson against Jackson. Fall. It's hauled in by Black. Second quarter here, just over a minute and a half played. Back to Lee. Launches a 3. Doesn't go that time.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The rebound by Harrison.
Not a lot falling for him in this quarter. He's got to stay aggressive, try to break through, see if you can get an easy opportunity.
And the basket by Lee. Lee's got 5 points.
Well, easy money, right? I like the strategy. Go inside, get a high percentage look.
Three-pointer off the mark.
Boy, a tough go for him in this quarter. You can see how desperately he wants to get things started. He just can't make a shot.
Here's Harrison, still without a bucket. No good on the 3.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Down low, knocks it loose. Here's Vesely, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
And this kind of sick slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show. Here's Lee. He's got 5. Kicks it out to Jackson. And here they come. Defended by Jackson. The 3. Offensive rebound. And Fall gets it to go.
Second chance points are always painful. have to make the effort to box out.
No doubt those extra possessions can really add up against you when you do not take care of the defensive glass.
Lee's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Anderson for 3. The rebound by Harrison. Jackson outside. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 4 rebounds now. To the wing, right side. Six on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. It's hauled in by Black. Black's got his 4th rebound in this one. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Pure from 3-point range.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Anderson for 3. Unable to get that one. Up in time. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And that concludes the first half. They're up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Great to have you with us. Starting out, guys, how about our Eastern Conference winner?
The way the game is played now, it's tough for a big man to get the honors. But the bottom line is no one can match up with him. He's just too big and too skilled.
And you see that? He's using my...
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the home team.
One of the best ways.
Thanks for tuning in. Now we head back to Brian Anderson.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Willie Hernan-Gomez is out there with Chimezi Metu. And it's Parker in at the 3, the small forward. Here's the pick. Maladon attacking. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
Off the inbound, no good. Chimezi Metu out there with Willie Hernan-Gomez. And it's Satoransky in at the point guard. Pass to Schofield. Takes a 3. Sends it home from 3-point land. Schofield's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Here's Parker. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Maladon attacking. Uses the glass on the layup. Maladon's got 4 points this quarter.
Wow, what a start to this half. 3 for 3, dictating the pace on the offensive end. They're rolling early.
They get it back. Second shot opportunity. That shot is off.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Yep, that one goes.
They've been aggressive during this run, but they've also played under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
There's a screen by Metu. And that time also a missed shot.
It's impressive how they've overcome his cold streak tonight. Everyone stepping in to fill the gap.
That one's good for 2.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Parker outside. Hernan-Gomez sets a screen. Parker, and that's good.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Maladon, pass to Schofield. Three-pointer, no good. And this is where they struggled.
Yeah, the half court has not been kind to them. Let's see what they run.
Pass to Satoransky. Tries again. No luck on that one. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
No good with a layup.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Here's Laverne for the lead. Satoransky pulls it in.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed. Well, after hitting one triple in the first half, it's been all radio silence since.
Here's DeColo. Parker defending. Here's DeColo. Clock at 6. Jacks up a 3. And the three-pointer goes. DeColo's got 10.
And after a terrible first half shooting the ball, they're finally finding their touch.
Intercepted. 3-on-3. Pass to Schofield. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Off target from three-point range. Well, we got a close game here in Cleveland. Now here's Parker. To the inside. Here's Maladon. Here's DeColo driving to the basket, and that one goes. He's now recorded his 5th bucket in 8 tries.
I'll tell you, they come out of the locker room, they are a step slow on the defensive end.
Can they get it? The shot won't fall.
I'll tell you, no matter what he does, he can't find his rhythm, and you get the sense he's starting to press a little bit.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
There's 21 seconds left in the third. Out to the right wing. Here's Parker. Kept alive.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
He's got his first free throws of the night right here. The first one falls.
2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This is what makes him a challenge to stop. He will beat you from the floor, and he can also beat you from the line.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one. A 3 from the inbound. On target from range. Lee's got 8.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
And we've reached the end of the third. They lead by 7. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling.
It's the fourth quarter.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. To the paint. Here's Vesely. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
The big-time throwdown.
Check him out. Keeps the grip on that rim after the finish. A little extra emphasis. We've got Jackson, and it's Harrison in at the 2. Here's Lee, and he knocks down the 10-footer.
And since the break, they have looked like a completely different team, especially on offense, where they're really cooking right now.
There's the drive, and the layup is good off the glass.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game, and that one was easy.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Ball passes to Anderson. And there's a pick.
Away team foul. Shaquille Harrison. First personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. They get it back. Fall. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Here's Lee. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Looks like he's shooting with a lot more confidence here in the second half.
Outside, Anderson. The rebound by Harrison.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Kicks it out to Jackson. And it's off from three-point range. Jackson's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Here's Lee. Lets it go from deep. And he's now 6 for 11 after that one.
Their long-range shooting since halftime has been as strong as you could hope for.
Lee's gotten 3 of 8 three-pointers to go. 9 total points from outside. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by now in the final quarter. To the middle. And that one is hammered home.
How good a playmaker are we watching? Always leading, always trying to create for others.
Harrison, the pass to Jackson. Drives to the hoop. And he makes it on the layup. Jackson's gone 2 of 4 from the field. Anderson with a screen. The rebound by Harrison. Harrison's got 4 rebounds now. Lee into the lane. Pass to Harrison. Puts up a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc. Harrison's got his first 3 points of the game.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Lee. Oh, he gets it to go. 7 of 13 now.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
And we've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Going inside. Off target at the rim.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
Anderson for 3. The shot off that time.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Jackson against Anderson. Lee, the pass to Harrison. Back to Lee. Takes the 3. Anderson pulls it down. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Here's Lee. And so it's It's a victory for the road team in this one. They have to feel good about this performance. It's one they can be proud of.
Very true. I mean, when you're out on the...
to 2K Sports Tuesday night presentation of NBA basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. We've got the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. They've got Laverne, and it's Schofield in at the power forward position.
And I'll bet that's what they talked about before the game, getting the ball inside early.
Now here's Melodon. Pass to DeColo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This is his first free throw of the game. The free throw drops for DeColo.
For the away team, DeColo. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for DeColo.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Here's Kalathis. Off target from three-point range. There's the three. Kalathis grabs the board. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Back to James. Clock at 6. From the arc. He can't hit that time. Melodon passes to DeColo. There's the screen. Pass to Schofield. Connects from three-point range.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
The drive by James.
And credit the screen for giving him the space he needed to get to the rim.
For sure, GA allows him to come in with the sledgehammer.
Yeah, well, how do you settle for the layup when you can attack the rim and rise up like that?
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
Kalathis has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Melodon passes to DeColo. Rebounded by Papagiannis.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Here's Kalathis. Does not find the basket. His third miss. He's made just 1 so far.
His touch has left him in this quarter. Nowhere close to the kind of output they need from him.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
The kick out to Brown. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
The ball goes to the away team.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Jacks up a 3. DeColo can't get it to go.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Korkmaz, covered by Ajinça. Korkmaz, no good.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
They get the rebound. Pass to Melodon. Another shot, and it's good on the way in. Melodon's got his second bucket.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
James, no good. James has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Here's Schofield. Got a hand on it, and that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's DeColo. 1:04 left to play here in the first.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
Kind of rare to see any player have this much of a struggle from the field. To still have the lead shows how resilient they are as a complete team.
Brown And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Well, that's how you draw it up right there. A screen to shed the defense, a quick move to the bucket, and you get the lay-in.
Here's Meladon, and he makes good on the layup. Meladon's got 6 points.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Now here's James. Brown sets a screen for James. No good on the three. It's a 7-point spread. DeColo dishes to Ajinça. Pass to DeColo. Here's Schofield. And it's good, 2 points. Schofield's got his second basket of the night.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
2 on the clock. Hits the front of the rim and out. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Up 9. And will return shortly. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Well, pounding the boards is one way to gain an advantage. They simply owned the glass in that first.
Well, if you get physical out there, you can control the glass, and that helps you to control the pace of the game.
Lee out there with Harrison. Then there's Black. And there's Jackson. Motiejunas drops both of them. Now Lee. Jackson down low. Diallo's there. Lee outside. Drills it from outside. Lee's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Shot good by Diallo. And here is Lee. Into the lane. Can't hit from the elbow.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Pass to Corniche. Out to the right wing. Here's a Kobo. A three-pointer off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
They set the pick. Harrison kicks to Lee. Back to Harrison. Now Lee from deep. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
Motiejunas a screen on Lee. With the drive. Off target at the rim. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Jackson passes to Black. Right side, Lee. Pass to Jackson. 5 on the clock. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Covered by Lee. Motiejunas a screen on Lee. Here's a Kobo. Lets it go with the 3. Rebounded by Jackson. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Harrison. Back to Lee. Misses from short range. Here's Diallo. Here's a Kobo, covered by Lee. Okobo looking over the floor. In the corner, Motiejunas with it. Pass to Diallo from past the arc. Not going to go that time. Guys, they've really built a nice lead here.
And doesn't show any sign of slowing down.
Lee finds Jackson. Back to Lee. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. Lee's got 9 points now in the quarter.
He is in a zone right now. Every three he puts up seems to be going down.
Pass to Corniche. Looking to end the run, and it's good off the back rim and in. Corniche has got his first basket of the night. Now here's Lee. Defense right on him. Outside Jackson. Back to Lee. Fires for three. Lee can't get that one to fall. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Akobo, the pass to Corniche. Good on the shot. Corniche has got his second bucket of the night.
Now, good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Lee, that's good.
Yeah, this story in the second quarter much different than the one in the first. We're finally seeing some aggression.
Akobo, the pass to Diallo. Picked off in midair. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And stolen by Diallo. Here's Akobo. His three-pointers off the mark. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. And that one's good, Harrison.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Here's Akobo, still without a basket.
Well, whether the shots are wide open or contested, he is just having no luck right now, guys, with anything.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Diallo.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Here's DeColo. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Leading by 17. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Welcome, one and all.
You take a look at the visitors. Right now, a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their time.
Let's move on now to that first half we were watching. A brutal game so far for the home team. And that is a wrap. Now let's send you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Lee really making a difference here.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
They've got James. Korkmaz is out there with Brown, and it's Papagiannis in at the 5 down low. They've got Melodon, and it's Schofield in at the 4. Kalathis dishes to Brown. Good, great play by Kalathis to set it up. Brown's got 5.
You know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
Brown out there with Korkmaz. Then it's James, and it's Papagiannis in at center.
First team foul.
So it's the visitors now. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Offensive rebound. Pass to Ajinça. Here's DeColo. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the triple.
You know, he's usually very reliable from out there, but tonight it's just not going down.
They've got Laverne, and it's DeColo in at the 2 spot. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Schofield gets the bucket.
And that tells the tale here today, guys. Throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and finish.
And here's James outside. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got his 7th rebound here tonight. DeColo passes to Melodon.
Home team foul. Papagiannis. Second personal foul, second team foul. At the line for the away team.
And he knocks down the first one. We've heard players and coaches complain, Brent, that the rules are too skewed in favor of the offense. Do you think that's true?
Well, Kevin, offense sells, and the fact that we've talked about how the league has increased pace, you don't really even have time to play defense in today's game. The one thing that I do like is that the league has allowed for some variance and some zone defense to start to be employed. So tactically, coaches are trying to throw different strategies out there, but man-to-man, it's hard.
Well, this has gone 1 of 3 from three-point land. Pass to Decolo. Now, here's Melodon. Here's Schofield. Puts up a 3. Hands it from downtown. Schofield's got 5 points in the quarter.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now, it's a shootout.
James in the post, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Melodon passes to Decolo. From outside, off the mark. One-on-one fast break. There's the steal. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
You got the 1-2 punch, as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA, thanks.
Well, the defense very attentive to him in the first quarter, but he's finally gotten loose in the second and making them pay.
James, no good.
With him struggling tonight, they need to find some other options out there to keep themselves in the game.
Here's Schofield. He's covered by Brown. Knocked away. James looking around. No good from outside. James has gone 2 for 8, shooting just 25% from the field. Pass to Melodon. Over to the left wing. Here's Decolo. The offensive rebound. 55 seconds left in the third. Ajinça. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Korkmaz. Plays it up and banks it in.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's Decolo. James defending. Decolo dishes to Laverne. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Laverne's got his first points in this one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know. Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. James kicks to Papagiannis. Yes, it's James picking up the assist.
Yeah, it's such a sweet three-point stroke there, and it can really open things up inside because as good as he shoots it, it forces the opposing bigs to have to step out on the perimeter.
The three. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Well, there's a way to break down the defense with the handle, but you can do it with the pass. Prime example of that right there.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. You've got Diallo, and it's Monty Eunice in its center, locking down the middle. And Jackson gets it to go.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Here's a Kobo from downtown. Goes up again. Shot good by Diallo.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Lee passes to Harrison. Back to Lee. Takes a three. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Defensively, you can't afford to give him that kind of look, especially down this many points.
Teachable moment there. Lapses like this are backbreakers.
For three. Diallo, no good. Diallo's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Here's Harrison. Out to Lee. Back to Harrison. The rebound by Akobo.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Here's Corniche. Misses the baby hook.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
Every team eventually goes through a coaching change, Brent, and how jarring is that when it happens, for instance, in midseason?
Well, Kevin, it can be pretty devastating for some teams, but for other teams, that change could be refreshing. And a lot of times, if the coach has had a longer tenure with the team, you can feel like a fish out of water with a new voice coming in.
Pulls it up. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Lee outside. Trains it from beyond the arc.
He's got a lot to do with the position that they're in. A very smart offensive performance tonight from him.
They set the pick. Going inside. Harrison with the rebound. Lee outside. And he dunks it down.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man, and he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Here's a Kobo. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. No good from Lee.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And you think about rookies coming into the NBA, it seems, Brent, that veterans are a little bit easier on the rookies now than they were in the past.
I think we romanticize, Kevin, a lot of those stories that we heard from the old days about veteran players giving it to the younger players. And certainly that's going to happen, especially at the beginning of the season. But these guys have known each other for a long time, and these friendships and bonds have started from years ago. So a little bit less and less, but it's still fun to poke at the rookies just a little bit.
Driving in. That's in. He's 7 for 12 now in the game.
Yeah, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
We've got 1:18 left in the fourth quarter. Corniche, the pass to Moniunas to the left wing. Fires from deep. And Lee pulls it down.
And when you can't get anything to fall, it definitely gets in your head.
Especially if you're a player that doesn't get a lot of shot attempts, but otherwise the mindset is I just got to get the next one to go, and you don't want to put that much pressure on yourself.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope. Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Harrison kicks to Lee.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
First personal foul, second team foul.
.34 seconds left in the fourth. Off target from outside. They're really on their heels at this point.
Yeah, on both ends of the floor, Kevin. They've lost some confidence along the way.
Diallo, no good.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
Lee with the ball. The visiting club takes the win on the road. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly.
Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up with Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg. I'm Brian Anderson. Ali LaForce is our reporter. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Willie Hernan Gomez, and it's Sarr in at small forward. Driving in. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Kalathis. Great D that time from Sadaransky. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks. I caught up with the home team's head coach, and we discussed his plan for John Morant. Coach smiled and said, I just told my guys to stay ready out there, ready for anything, because Morant can do so many surprising things. We just have to stay on our toes. Hopefully that flexible mindset helps the defense keep up with Morant's antics out there. B.A.?
As always, Allie, we thank you. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Inside. Sarr misses.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
The three. Hernan Gomez with a rebound.
I mean, just a tough start. Missing their first 5 shots.
Sadaransky. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
Pass to Korkmaz. Here's Kalathis. There's the triple. Sinks the tray.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
For 3. Nope, another miss. 0 for 2 to start the game.
You know, currently they're just 1 of 5 from the field. That's not going to get it done.
He shoots it. Boy, clanks that one off the back iron and it falls.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And stolen by Brown. Pass to Korkmaz. Brown with a screen. Korkmaz, good.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Check by James. That one's off. Still out of sync. Wow, potent offense. It's been fun to watch.
Just aggressive and effective. Taking it right to the defense. You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Now, here is James. He's got 5. They grab their own miss. Brown, soft touch off the glass.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
Took the opportunity when he saw it.
His first make in 4 shots. You hope it gets him rolling.
Here's Kalathis, covered by Sadaransky. Pass to Brown. Here's Korkmaz. Hernan Gomez with a rebound. An 8-point differential. Counted from distance. He has 6.
Defensively, gotta close out a little faster. That's a look he'll make with regularity.
And here's Brown.
Away team foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Korkmaz. No good on the quick 3.
Yeah, you know, he usually makes you pay from that range.
From deep 3-point land. Parker, no good. Now James. Give him 8 points now. And that one drops for him.
Attacking in the painted area. Clearly that was their game plan coming in.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Parker, no good.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well.
Here's Korkmaz. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
First personal foul.
No debate there. He got hammered.
Blatant contact. Straightforward call. Simple.
The first free throw is good.
Taking 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good. From downtown, no good there. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. Up 8. We've got more in store for you right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
Here's a Kobo. Fires for 3. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Metu. Oh, not wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it. Metu's gotten his first basket of the night.
You have to appreciate guys who can work the mid-range area. It's clearly how you keep defenses honest.
And I tell you what, guys, I mean, with his combination of size and touch, he's a real threat from mid-range.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of toughness and physicality on defense. Got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
Now here's Diallo. Pass to Corneli. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
There's a screen. To the paint. Here's Fall. Boy, it's been fun watching this player do his thing lately. Our player of the week for the Eastern Conference.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there. Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. To the middle. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They didn't do themselves any favors with their shooting in the first quarter, but they're starting to pick it up now.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out. But looks like they're putting it together right now.
And we've got a whistle. He was fouling with a purpose. And in that spot, in that situation, it's got to be a transition take foul. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Misses the 3. Pass to Akobo. Six to shoot. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Fall. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Offline with a 3. Here's Akobo. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
And their offensive game plan is clear. Get it inside and go to work.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
It's Anderson on the wing, covered by Diallo. Pass to Fall. Tries it from the top of the key. Not going to go that time.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
And he drives in. Kobo gets the bucket.
He's finally leaving that dismal first quarter behind him. Took him a while to get going.
They set a pick. Anderson for three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Ooh, they pick off the pass. Pass to Metu. We've got 1:08 left in the second quarter. Three-pointer. The rebound by Diallo.
I'll tell you what, they rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Kobo. 7 points in the game. Down low. Here's Fall. Another shot. And the layup is good. Fall's gotten his second bucket of the game.
It's never easy trying to keep him off the glass. He's an absolute beast down there.
There's 21 seconds left in the second period. Over to the wing. Here's Kobo. From the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. Fall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. So we conclude the first half. Up by 8. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
They have to be feeling pretty confident. Good teams win the games they're supposed to. We'll find out how good they are.
You can beat a team.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the home team.
They're doing a nice.
Thanks for tuning in.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. And it's Sadaransky penetrating, and he jams it home with authority.
Ooh, bouncy. That should give him a nice lift.
Good timing. They needed that one.
And you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
We've got Sar, and it's Sadaransky in at the point.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Now here's Sadaransky. Here's Hernan Gomez. Here's Sar. Shot clock at 6. Launches a 3. The shot no good.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
And Parker pulls it down. Calathis has gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Brown with the steal. It's stolen. Pass to Sar. Uncovered. Offensive rebound. That shot's good by Parker.
Excellent activity and timing on the offensive glass. That's how you get extra possessions.
Here's Brown. James outside. Off the mark there with a 3.
Just 1 for 4 from the field. Not the way they wanted to start the second half.
To the inside. Sar. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Sadaransky outside. Hernan Gomez sets a screen. Fires the 3. Second chance effort. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Second chance points are always painful. Have to make the effort to box out.
Hey, guys standing around spectating, I mean, you got to get in there and get tough.
Now, here is James. Give him 8. Here's Calathis. And Parker pulls it down. Parker's got a rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field. In order to create effective spacing, you need enough guys on the floor that can hit from downtown.
The home team calls timeout. Well, we got a close game here in Los Angeles.
Away team foul. Cody, first personal foul. First team foul.
Right around 3 minutes into this second half. The shot by James, no good. James has gone 3 of 8 shooting from the floor. Here's Parker. And the 3 off target. Parker's gone just 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Pass to James. It's tipped. It's a one-on-one situation. And Parker throws it down.
He was way ahead of the pack. No one around to contest. He can do anything he wants in that situation.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket. Defense better watch out. They better be alert because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
They need this. That one doesn't drop.
He just can't find a consistent way to score, and this team could certainly use it.
Hernan Gomez, the pass to Sarr. Ooh, poked away. 5 to shoot. Parker, a screen on James. Let's go with a 3. Tries again. And Parker with the lay-in. Parker's got 6.
Just so successful getting the ball inside and finding those great looks.
Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them. The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
The home team calls timeout. There's 38 seconds left in the third quarter. Parker the screen. Satoransky off target from outside. They haven't looked like themselves the last few possessions.
They haven't. This is when they really need to be patient and get a clean look.
James can't get it to go.
This has been a tough quarter for him and a challenging game for this team.
He buries it from 3. Sarr's got 8 points in the quarter.
His shooting has been fantastic, and this team has leaned on him.
Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Out to the right wing. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. The third quarter comes to a close. Leading by 8, and we're just moments away from the start of quarter number 4. Stay with us. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The head coach of the home team had some words for his team over the break. He told them, quote, "If we'd worked harder on the glass, we'd probably be up right now. Show some heart. Show some pride." It was a very direct message. Back to you guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
covered by Diallo. There's the drive. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And this guy, to me, embodies determination. Small at his position, but he still gets up and keeps plays alive. That's mind over matter for sure.
1 minute in now in the fourth quarter. Oh, he muscles it in through the contact. They call the foul, and he's on his way to the line.
Oh, unreal play to take on the contact and get it to go.
Yeah, he imposed his will on the defense that time. He was not going to be denied right there.
Fires the three. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone now.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough, but that's how you win games.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Kicks it out to Anderson. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And they've stopped the action here. They're using their coach's challenge.
Two shots. The play is under video review.
So many of these personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look, so the officials can be sure they get it right. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
They're doing what they can do to mount a comeback.
And BA, they don't have to get it all back at once. Just focus on making every possession count.
Now here's Diallo, and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Here's Corneli, 5 on the clock. A deep three. It's hauled in by Fall. Takes it inside. That one drops for him.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
And, you know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
Now here's Diallo. He drops it from range.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Pass to Metu. Drops in the layup for 2.
Pulling no punches, attacking the heart of that defense.
Here's Corneli. No good from outside.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Goes up from the top of the key. The rebound by Corneli. Corneli's got 4 rebounds now. 1:49 left in the fourth quarter here. Here's Mata-Yunus with the fadeaway. Perfect. Right between the eyes on that one. Tipped. Launches it. Takes a 3. Drills it from deep.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
They look pretty demoralized to me, and that always shows through at the defensive end first.
No problems knocking that one down.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
BA, the one-hand dunk just looks so fluid.
Yeah, and absolutely. Even smooth when he's powering it home like that.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
There's 57 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Misses off the left iron. Pass to Diallo. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson.
He clipped the ball there, but not enough to nab the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Here's a Kobo. No good on the quick three. There's a screen by Metu. Releases. They get the rebound. And it looks like they just won't have enough left here at the end.
Yeah, they simply ran out of time and energy.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Anderson gets the bucket. Stolen by Anderson. And that's an intentional foul.
And you know what? We'll give them some credit for battling today, but this one is just about over.
Simply delaying the inevitable here. I mean, at this point, even if they miss the free throws, there's not enough time left.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one.
Welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me at the table, Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. And we've also got Hall of Famer David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. It'll be the visiting team facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Hernan Gomez out there with Parker. And it's Metu in at the 5 down low. Now here's Parker. And the dunk by Parker.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, great chemistry on display. He understood where to put the screen in order to free up his teammate.
Maledon passes to Schofield. Here's Maledon. 6 to shoot. Laverne in the corner. Pass to Aginsa. Here's DeColo. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Ring shot on the way. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
Three-pointer. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
DeColo's gone 1 of 2, shooting from 3. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
The first one falls. Both good from the line that time.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to Schofield. Here's DeCola. And a look at the recent power rankings. Some interesting stories here in the early part of December. They're holding tight, still looking for ways to move up.
When you look at this visiting team, they've been sinking on this list to start out the year. Not what they or really anyone else expected, but that's why you play the games.
Now, here's Satoransky. The tray. Here's Hernan Gomez. Parker with a clean look. They get the rebound. A three-pointer is right on target. Parker's got his second basket of the night.
Ooh, can't ask for a cleaner look than that, and he'll make you pay.
Maladon passes to DeCola. Here's Schofield. Hernan Gomez covering. Cuts off the pass. And they're on the break. Lays it up off the glass. 6 points for him.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now, here's Maladon. Satoransky covering. Pass to Schofield. Looking for Laverne. He gets it there. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Satoransky and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here he goes. DeColo can't get it to go. DeColo's gone 1 of 3 shooting so far. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Count it.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
A three-pointer, no good.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Now, here's Maladon. He's covered closely. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's his first trip to the line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
That free throw, good for Maladon.
Taking 2 shots.
He hits both from the stripe. Hernan Gomez a screen. Fires the 3. Rebound by Agenza.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
There's a screen. Here's DeColo. Good on the three-point shot. DeColo's got 6. DeColo's gone 2 of 3 shooting from deep here. Pulls it from the elbow. Laverne grabs the miss.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Driving the lane, and that one's good, DeColo.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
And Satoransky kicks to Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. 8 points for Parker. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. They're up by 2. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
It leads to some easy buckets, and I think it's given them control of the pace in this one.
Harrison out there with Lee. Then there's Jackson. Then there's Black. They've got Anderson. And it's Vesely in at the 4 spot. Laprovitola, no good. Now here's Lee. Tight defense on him. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen by Vesely. Anderson trying to free himself up. That one, no good. Jackson down low. He's against Vesely. Lee kicks to Jackson. Lee outside. Launches it. The rebound by Anderson. Guarded by Jackson. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Lee goes in, down low. Driving to the basket. Clock at 6. Pass to Harrison. No good on the 3. Vesely passes to Laprovitola. To the paint. A nice shot by Vesely.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Lee outside. Here's the 3. That doesn't fall either. He's missed his first 2 shots tonight. Fast break. Here they come. Laprovitola, no good. Lee kicks to Harrison. Back to Lee. Jackson setting the pick here for Lee. Outside Jackson. Driving inside. The rebound by Anderson.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
To the inside. Harrison scanning the floor. Over to the wing. Out left to the wing. Pass to Jackson. Here's Harrison. Nothing on the board. On Tuesday and then on Thursday.
And if I'm this team, I'm looking at this as a barometer to see how we stack up against some of the top teams in the league. They'll have to be at their best, but if they come out of this with some success, I think it'll build momentum for the rest of the run.
Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Laprovitola.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
To the middle. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Harrison. And a miss there on the triple. Covered by Lee. Pass to Laprovitola. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
There's 1:17 left to play here in the half. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Inside. And the layup falls.
Love to see him inside passing like this, as well as guys being on the same page.
Laprovitola passes to Fall. Uses the glass that time, and it's good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Down low. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. And here we go. Banked in off the glass. He has 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Ldlc, covered by Lee. To the paint. Here's Vesely. The kick out to Anderson. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Anderson's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. There's Lee with the 3. Fall with the rebound. Puts up a deep 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so we wrap up the first half. They're up by 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Guys, they're laying bricks out there. Shaq, I could read your mind as you were watching that.
I can't say that.
And there's more NBA. Thank you for being with us.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They've got Laverne, and it's Schofield in at the power forward position. No good from outside. And Gomez out there with Medu. Then there's Parker, and it's Zadaransky in at the 1. Here's DeColo, knocks down the 3-ball. DeColo's got 11 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Tries a 3. Rebounded by Ajinça. Paladon passes to Ajinça. Here's DeColo. Offensive rebound. And here is Maladon. Here's Schofield. Shot clock at 6. No good from 11 feet. Parker right side. Here's Zadaransky. No good with the triple.
Off to a bit of a slow start in the second half. 0 for 3 so far.
Paladon passes to Schofield. Here's DeColo. Pass to Schofield. Now, here's Ajinça. Over Parker. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. Ajinça's got his first basket. It's a neck-and-neck game here in Milwaukee. Puts up a deep 3. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
Laverne with the steal. They push it up 4 on 3. And here is Maladon. And Metu gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Here's DeColo. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Laverne. Makes it off the glass. Laverne's got 6 points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Off the mark, and the drought continues.
Oof, ugly start to the second half. They're still scoreless in their first 5 attempts.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Hernan Gomez passes to Medu, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
There's a minute 47 left in the third. Shoots. Up and in with the jumper near the hoop.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
Meladon passes to Deco. For the tie. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
I'd like to see him a bit more efficient. He has not been great this quarter.
Here's DeColo. 11 points in the game. We've got 1:08 left to play in the third. That evens the score. He's got 5.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Parker, right side. They set the screen. Lets the 3 fly. That shot off. Now here's Meladon. Satoransky covering. Driving in. And then Meladon with the dunk.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Now, here is Hernan Gomez. Here's Medu. Satoransky, the pass to Medu. Laverne grabs the miss. Here's DeColo. The high post shot, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Up 2, and we're coming right back. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. They've got Meladon, and it's a Jinsa in at the 3 slot. Hernan Gomez kicks to Parker. Goes up the baseline. And it's DeColo with the rebound.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Meladon. Satoransky grabs the miss.
Had enough room to finish, and that's one he'll usually make.
Here's Medu. Hernan Gomez a screen. Takes the 3. Laverne grabs the miss. Laverne's got rebound number 8 now on the night. DeColo can't get it to go. Here's a chance for them to retake the lead.
And they have done well to stick around these last few minutes.
That one drops for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for him.
It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. About a minute and a half through the 4th quarter now. Provitola passes to Vesely. Fires the 3. Harrison with the rebound.
And they're up right now, but it hasn't been because of him. He's really struggled on offense.
At the line for 1, Lee.
That free throw from Lee is good. A little over a minute and a half of the 4th quarter gone now. Pass to Harrison. Picked by Lee. Clock at 6.
Number 8, second personal foul, second team foul.
Here's Lee. And the layup's good off the glass. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Lee. 2 free throws coming up, and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been.
Shooting for the away team.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
No good from the wing. Stolen by Vesely. The shot's good from Laprovitola.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Lee kicks to Harrison. Pass to Black. Shot clock at 3. Outside Jackson from outside the arc. Black in the post. Knocks it loose. Stolen by Vesely. Anderson with the ball. He's picked up by Lee.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Hits it from three-point range.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
There's a screen. Pass to Laprovitola. 59 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Just 4 to shoot. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Lee kicks to Harrison. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game!
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Here's Laprovitola, covered by Lee. Oh, no good. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
Great recognition of the mismatch of using the smaller defender quarterback. Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
Turning here to our analysts, what factors, guys, come to your mind?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested three. Never an easy shot.
And here's Anderson from the arc. Misses the tray. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal.
And there's
Welcome to Wednesday night's NBA action here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, here with Grant Hill and Stan Van Gundy. And with us on the sidelines, we've got Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. But you can't make it that obvious.
Harrison. That three's off the mark. Here's Kalathis. Off target with the three. Here's Schofield. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Well, he can play the four because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Schofield. To the middle. Here's Ldlc. Here's Harrison. The shot that time not on target. In transition, here they come. The three, James. He can't get it to go. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Here's Harrison. This one for three. Hauled in by Brown.
Just 1 for 5. Not the start they were looking for. Obviously, there's still plenty of time to get on track.
Beyond the arc. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
They set the pick. He shoots. And some very quick points for him on that possession. Now here's Brown. Here's Calathes. From deep. Can't get it to go. Making him 0 for 2. Here's Harrison. Pass to Schofield. Got a hand on it. Here's Brown. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though. Brown's got 5 points. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Harrison. Here's Schofield. Connects from downtown. 5 points in the game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Now, here is James. He's covered closely. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. To the left side wing. Here's Ldlc. Pass to Schofield. Brown with the steal. In transition, here they come. And there's a 3-second violation. And as the postseason nears, these power rankings really shape our expectations for the playoffs. They're holding in the same spot, looking to climb the rankings.
When I look at this visiting team, they've had a much better than expected season. They're just continuing to chug along. It's evident that they're a team to be reckoned with.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
It's those kind of passes that bring up the entire team's confidence.
There's 1:34 left to play in the first quarter. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Here's Laverne. Shot blocked, and the ball ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Maledon. No made baskets yet. Pass to Harrison.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
The three-pointer off the mark. We've got 1:08 left now in the first quarter. And not going to go. He misses his first attempt of the night. Here's Schofield. Here's Harrison. He's got 5. Knocks down the long J. Harrison's got 8 points.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Calathes. 6 to shoot. Brown with a screen. Looking to end the run. No good.
I love how they've attacked the boards here in the first quarter.
20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the basket by Ldlc.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
James deciding where to go with it. And here's Brown for 3. Doesn't go that time. So as we end the first quarter, already a double-digit ball game. They're up by 11. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
Yeah, it's the kind of offense every coach loves to see. Selfless and smart.
There's the screen. Here's Nicolo. Over Diallo. Misses the jumper.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
Here's Mata-Yunus. Pass to Corneli. There's the three. The shot misses. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Here's Nicolo, covered by Diallo. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
It's both from the stripe.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Here's Akobo. Still no points. The rebound by Jackson.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Akobo, no good.
And you have to think that they're leading this game because of how they've controlled the boards tonight.
Back to Lee. Here's Nicolo. Here's the three. Fires in the triple. Nicolo's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Akobo. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now.
Well, he can't get anything to go right now. It's time to look at affecting the game in other ways.
Here's Diallo, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
Here's Lee. Off target with the three. Pass to Corneli.
Come get it, come get it.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Sinks it from distance.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Here's Lee. He's scoreless. Tried to come right back with a three of his own, but it's no good. 4-3. It's hauled in by Black. Boy, we're seeing inspired play out of them.
And that's certainly reflected in the score.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Nicolo's got 7 points. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Mata-Yunus. Inside, deflects the pass. And they're on the run for the finish. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim. Akobo, no good.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
To the paint. And that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
There's 48 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Buries it from 3.
And that's a defensive lapse. A shooter of his caliber can't be left wide open.
Here's Lee. Three-pointer, no good.
Well, you can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, BA, they haven't stopped pressing the issue. Hey, the D's got to be better. I mean, that's a high-quality look for him.
Here's Akobo. The three. No luck on that one.
Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
That one goes. Count it. DeColo's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Terrific ball movement leading to the basket. You love to see it.
Here's Lee. Off target from outside. And so a pretty lopsided game through the first half. Delivering the blowout. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
A key part of this one, their bench production. Those guys can heat it up in a hurry. Give the starters a little rest.
And now And that's it for halftime. Thank you for joining us.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Maladon. Pass to Harrison. The 3-ball. The shot no good. Harrison's gotten 3 of his 8 shots to go. From behind the arc. And no good.
I know he's on a cold streak, but he can't let that get in his head.
Yeah, they might want to draw something up here to get him something at the rim or get him to the free throw line. Sometimes that's all it takes to snap a cold streak. Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Pass to Schofield. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. Schofield's got 8 points.
And that's got to be a relief. Finally getting something to go here in the second half.
Now, here is James. Tight defense on him. Outside, Brown. To the wing on the left. Here's Laverne. No points yet. And the pass goes out of bounds. They'll turn it over.
Yeah, just couldn't make the connection. But you appreciate their attempt at moving the ball.
Here's Kalathis. Lets the 3 fly. From outside the arc. And it's rejected.
Well, he can't buy a bucket, but it's time to find other ways to help his team win.
And an emphatic jam on the lob.
Incredible. I mean, high energy in transition. Just beating the defense up the floor.
Yeah, the commitment to run is paying great dividends on the breaks.
Getting up and then throwing it down.
Oh, that was a big hammer right there.
First team foul.
That free throw good from James. So it's the home team now. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points.
Away team foul.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
First one falls for him.
Home team. Asvel Schofield. 2 shots.
And so he makes both from the line. And the NBA has regular season games outside the U.S., all over the world. How important is that, Grant?
It's so important, BA. I mean, basketball has become a global sport. And just look at the recent MVPs. They're mostly international players. So playing games in those countries has helped the game grow all over the world.
Brown can't hit.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
Pass to Schofield. Lays it up and banks it in. Schofield's got 12 points.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Brown inside. Off with the layup.
Well, I hate to say it, but he hasn't done a lot to help their cause tonight. He's been a little erratic from the floor.
And they're refusing to take a break, even with a nice lead. They just continue to attack. You have to love it.
Yeah, to put together this kind of performance at both ends of the floor on the road, it's impressive.
James can't get it to go.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result. Well, keeping his eyes up, coaches love to see that kind of anticipation.
James attacking. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal foul.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
At the line for the away team.
No good on the free throw.
2 shots.
He hits the second from the line. 1:44 left in the third quarter. Pass to Ajinça. Down low. Here's Laverne. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
They're really working the paint now.
Now James. From deep. It's not going to go for him. James has gotten just 1 of his 7 shots to go. And that one's good. Maledon. Maledon's gotten 4 this quarter.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Here's Calathis. There's 57 seconds left in the third. The rebound by Harrison. Harrison's got 4 rebounds now. To the inside. And the layup falls.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
For 3, James. It's hauled in by Schofield.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Offensive rebound.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got a feel for him tonight.
Schofield shot is off. Brown with it. 5 points in the game. Here's Calathis to halt the run. No luck on that one. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Delivering the blowout. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And just a selfless decision from your 2-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
Yeah, that's great decision making, and one that embodies a team-first mindset.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Here's Lee. Out left to the wing. Here's DeColo. And hits the 3 from the wing.
And you know Coach loves seeing his offense operate at this level. Great passing out there.
Here's Akobo. Here's Cornelie. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. And he makes it.
They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Here's Akobo. The 3 is up. About 1 minute played here in the fourth quarter. It's hauled in by Black. Black's got 5 rebounds in the game. And one of the findings in a recent league report, Stan, back-to-backs, not a major risk for injury, it seems.
Well, you know, Brian, I had a player that I greatly respected tell me that his preference would be to play 41 back-to-backs during the year, because then you get 2 days off in between games. That really what was harder was playing every other day and never getting a break of a couple of days. So, look, you have to play through a lot of different situations and things, but I think back-to-backs are certainly overestimated.
Interesting. Something to consider for sure. Diallo outside. Here's Mata Yunus. Can they get it? And it's Lee with the rebound. Oh, he packs it down.
That is incredible.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Here's a Kobo. Drains the triple.
Well, clearly some sort of defensive breakdown there. He is not the kind of guy you give room to at the arc.
The three is up. Can't get it to drop. Here's Lee. Lets it go. Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. Diallo outside. They set the screen. Pass to Corneli. Let's go with a three. It's hauled in by Black. Black's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Lee, the pass to Jackson. Back to Lee. And his struggles continue offensively. 1:46 left in the final quarter. Here's a Kobo. More and more, we're seeing international players come into the league who are NBA ready, Grant.
It really is a sight to see, BA. And some of those guys start playing pro ball when they're 16 or 17 years old. It toughens you up real quick playing against older competition at that age.
Count that bucket.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Here's Diallo. And it's in there. Diallo's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
You could just see how in sync they were there.
That's what it takes to pull that off. 1 minute left to play in the fourth quarter. Deflected. Here's DeColo. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
Leaving nothing to chance. This run shutting the door on him.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
34 seconds left in the game. Kept alive. Pass to Lee. There's the steal. Here's Corneli. Hits the trifecta. 23 seconds left in the fourth. Here's DeColo. Here as they get the victory. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen.